Hello. I understand that it's been like 5 years, but like we don't have a relationship like that. You know what I mean? You and I, we just have that dynamic where we can just stop being friends whenever, and we can just pick it right back up with no explanation needed. I'm currently doing a skincare. It's like almost 3 p.m. And I don't have anywhere in particular that I'm going in the woods, probably. But yeah, that's it. So I just figured I could do a little skincare routine. I will not be explaining myself or listing any products in the description, and this video is not sponsored by CeraVe. I'm restarting this whole channel. All of my old videos are unlisted. You can still view them in a playlist, but we're doing a whole reworking. I'm starting fresh. If you are just a random person that the algorithm like kind of sent in my direction, hello, my name is Rowan. I have no defining personality traits and I'm not interesting. I have a lot of goals for myself. I stopped having direction in my life at a certain point. And I don't even necessarily think that was a bad thing. I think that it's possible that I was experiencing some pretty extreme burnout, and I needed a break from life where I could just be. But now that I have learned how to just be, I have things that I want to do. I'm currently working on getting my bachelor's degree in social work. I'm about to start my second semester in a couple weeks. I also am getting involved with the Department of Education for jobs and whatnot. I am trying to land a couple positions, one of which is an administrative assistant position, which I'm super interested in because for those of you that do know who I am and remember me, you are probably aware that I was a huge theater kid in high school. This admin assistant would give me the opportunity to be a coach for that school system. And they don't really have a drama program anymore. Like, obviously, I want to get something like that started because, you know, I live in a very small town. Our high school is not even accredited, and a lot of the focus around here is solely for the athletics because that's what gets the school awards and stuff like that. But I mean, there's a whole subset of kids like me that are not necessarily interested in basketball as much as they are interested in the fine arts or, you know, academics. I think that we could use a kooky drama teacher in the area, and I am potentially some sort of chosen child for that role. I am able to be quirky and creative and very outside of the box, while also being the oldest of 4 and the only girl, granting me with a good amount of patience, which you do need to work with high schoolers, because those bitches are mean. I mean, I'm not afraid of children. That's not what I said. I mean, that'd be stupid. I don't know how many of you watching right now are familiar with how short I used to keep my hair, but it is not short anymore. I am back to kind of a more natural color right now. I was blonde for a very long time. But right now I've kind of got this brunette, this red highlights thing going on. I'm gonna be dyeing my hair dark red pretty soon. My cousin, my best friend in the whole world.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
She was doing all of my hair dye for me when I was living with her, but we are no longer living together, which sucks, but c'est la vie. I'm gonna have to either relearn how to do that shit myself or pay to get it done professionally. And while I love dyeing my own hair, I'm pretty notorious for dyeing it in a way that also dyes the house. So I might have to bite the bullet. I'm sorry, I was talking about goals. You know, we need a good catch up. We gotta get used to each other again. We gotta acclimate. I'm talking to you specifically, by the way. I feel like we might have some sort of problem right now, and I want to make sure that we work it out before it ends in some sort of argument or other tragic outcome. This is my makeup bag currently. I bet you I could do some hardcore ASMR vids. Maybe not hardcore. I don't really know what that means. I also have Lisa Frank stickers on it. They are falling off because these are well-worn travel bags. I have done so much traveling. I feel like I've been on a plane 5 out of every 5 out of every 12 months of a year. I have been on a plane for the past 3 years, it feels like 3 or 4 years. I did join the Coast Guard for a little bit. I'm no longer in the Coast Guard. But yeah, goals. So obviously I have professional goals, but I also have a lot of personal goals. Primarily, I want to start writing and reading more. Not necessarily saying that I ever stopped, but I did dwindle for quite a bit there. I am well on my way with both of those goals. I've been doing so much journaling, and when I'm not reading, I listen to audiobooks. I don't know, right now I'm listening to Wicked. I'm re-getting into Wicked. I was so into Broadway for so many years, and I kind of shied away from it for a while because being the person that knows so much about Broadway musicals and knows like all of the lyrics to Hamilton and stuff like that, you don't make a lot of friends. So I kind of shied away from that, but that's another goal I have. I don't want to shy away from my own personal interests and likes and opinions because I want other people to like me. I do truly believe that if I want people to like me, then they need to like me for who I am, because I am done conforming to other standards. Another goal I have, is this ridiculous? Can you see my BoJack Horseman sticker?
What are you doing here?
Another goal that I have is to create more. And I think when I stopped making YouTube videos, I lost a huge creative outlet that I did not realize I was using as a creative outlet. Granted, I was only making like daily vlogs and silly skits and stuff like that. I really thought that I really thought that with my school issued iPad that I was gonna be the next Brandon Rogers. I wanted to be Brandon Rogers, and for my vlog videos, I wanted to be Daniel Howell. And I feel like those being my main creative influences definitely shone through and definitely shaped me into the person that I am today.
Autism. Burn, burn, burn.
Obviously, that did not happen, as you are currently watching this on a dead channel with, I think I have 72 subscribers, which is kind of swag. It's not about gaining any sort of recognition. It is more about relearning how to enjoy life. That's not to say that I hate my life or anything like that. I'm actually very happy right now. I kind of lost myself a little bit over the past few years, but I think everyone has. COVID was a total shit show, and for those of us that did not turn into huge assholes, which I'm not gonna lie, I was an asshole for some of it too. And do you see what's going on? This is why I don't talk when I do eyeliner. Hang on. Okay, eyeliner's done. The point I was trying to make is basically Obviously, the past couple years have been rough for everyone, but for me personally, I became very disconnected from not just myself and others, but from life in general. I had to really unlearn some bad habits, and there are lessons in that, but now I would say I'm past the learning stage and ready to try new things, which is something that I'm never ready to do, but I actually am at this point. I have equipped myself with enough life skills and positive attitude affirmation things where I'm ready to move forward. And it did feel like a big pause. Starting in 2020, there was a pause, right? That pause happened to coincide with my excursion into adulthood. The pandemic hit, and I started experiencing all of that disconnect right around the same time that I graduated high school, joined the military, and started trying to learn how to be an adult. I do think it stunted me. I feel like I'm having to redo a lot of early adulthood development right now. That's not to say that there is a way to do that right or wrong, but what I'm saying is that if that were possible, I did it wrong. I'm just reworking through that right now, and I really do miss making videos. I don't necessarily know the direction I want this channel to go in. I just know that I'm doing it for me. And if y'all want to be along for the ride, that's great. I know I have a lot of family and friends that are subscribed to this channel if you want to tag along for that too. But for now, I guess I'll just leave you with that. I mean, very excited to get to know y'all again, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, no judgment, because I'm having a great time. When do you think you're going home? Because, feels like you should have left by now.